this is Miss Ann for Tween and Teen Cooking to Go. Today's recipe comes from the cookbook that we have in the teen department at the Niles District Library, the official Harry Potter baking book. It has 40 plus recipes inspired by the films. We are going to make Hagrid's Hut rock cakes. You will need 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a half teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, a zest of a lemon, 1/8 cup of dried mixed fruit. I have blueberries and cherries, 1/4 cup of sugar, 4 sugar cubes, a half stick of butter, a pinch of salt, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of milk. You'll need parchment paper, an oven, a large baking sheet, 2 medium mixing bowls, an oven, a mixing spoon, a regular spoon, a sandwich bag, and a rolling pin. You will also need a cheese grater so you can grate your lemon rind. Okay, one of the first things that you need to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees. We're going to line a large baking sheet with parchment paper. Mine is a smaller baking sheet because my oven is smaller. You're going to put the flour, so the 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a half teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice in the same bowl, and rub the butter into the flour with your fingertips until the mixture resembles fine breadcrumbs. So you want to break the butter up. I went ahead and sliced my half stick of butter because it doesn't have to be soft. My butter was out for probably 20 minutes. So it's not really that cold anymore, but it's not too soft. So this is going to look like fine breadcrumbs. So you want to make sure you break the butter up. As fine as you can get it. As you pick the larger pieces of butter up, it starts melting in your fingers from the heat of your body. So this is what it's looking like. Looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. So we want to grate some of the lemon rind here. So I got my cheese grater, and I'm going to use the smaller hole size here so it'll be fine. And it doesn't say how much zest of a lemon. So we're going to just do like a pinch. We want to give it a good flavor so it has some lemon flavor in it. So what I'm doing is I took my lemon that I washed, and then you're taking it and then you're just going up and down on the fine part of the cheese grate. So it's looking like that. Okay, let's see what we got. So I have 1/4 cup of sugar. I have my zest from my lemon. You probably don't need that much, but I am going to put it all in. So go ahead and add it to the sugar. Add the dried fruit. My cherries. I chose dried cherries. And then you want to take your tablespoon of milk and your egg. I'm going to break my egg and my milk. Try not to make a mess. I made a little mess. So go ahead and beat your egg and the milk. My whisk. It's looking pretty good. That's what it's going to look like. I'm going to go ahead and add it to my flour mixture. Double checking here. So we're supposed to add this to the dry ingredients, which is the sugar, the lemon zest, and the cherries. I'm just going to use my whisk here. Mix it up. I want the sugar to dissolve. Have it all mixed up. Looks like that. Ooh, I didn't add the pinch of salt to it. So I am just going to put this in my pumpkin spice bowl so I can get a pinch. Pinch is not real big. It's about like that. Just a little bit of salt. I'm going to add it to my egg mixture. So we're going to add the egg mixture to my flour mixture. I'm going to use a wooden spoon for this. Go ahead and mix it up really well. You want to stir well until the ingredients binds together in a firm, I'm making a mess because I'm looking at the recipe, dough ball. Okay. That's what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to take my 4 sugar cubes, put them in my Ziploc bag. Go ahead and seal your bag. You want to tap them with a rolling pin to break them up slightly. Oh goodness, you really got to tap them. There we go. You don't want real large pieces. Hey, I think that looks pretty good, except there's one that's a little large. Tap it. There we go. Ta-da! Look at that. We're going to put that back in my bowl. This is what it looks like. So we're going to set this aside. So my dough is all mixed up. It looks really nice. We're going to scrape the excess off my wooden spoon. So my oven is preheating to 400 degrees. You want to take a spoon. You want even-sized spoonfuls of the dough. Let's see, that looks good. You don't have to spray your parchment paper. That one's just a little bit larger. Take a little bit of that dough off. I'm going to go ahead and just bake 4 at a time, because my convection oven is smaller than your standard oven. So we want to sprinkle some of the sugar cubes over the cakes. We're going to go ahead and bake them up to 15 minutes until they have risen and they're pale golden in color. So we're going to go ahead and put them in. Be careful, you might want to use your pot holders. Go ahead and slide it in and we'll check on them in 15 minutes. Okay, I ended up making 2 batches because my pan is a little small for the size oven that I have. The first 4, which are right here, that I remembered to put the chopped up cubed sugar on, I left them in the oven for like 13 minutes and it was a little bit too long. These 3 here were like 11 minutes and I forgot to put the chopped up sugar cubes on them. But my oven cooks a little hotter. It gets really hot real fast. So it just depends on your oven. So I forgot to mention this. So when you're making them into the little dough balls, there's no need to make neat shapes. They can be craggy. That's what the recipe book says. And they look awesome. So once I took them out of the oven, I put them on a wire rack. And I wanted to show you the recipe with the pictured Hagrid's Hut rock cakes. Top tip. These are best eaten warm or on the day they're baked. But that's okay as they're so easy to make and they are extremely easy. And here's a picture of Hagrid right here. It says, Mad and Hairy. You wouldn't be talking about me now, would you? And here's a magical fact. 2 versions of Hagrid's hut were built for the movie series. There was a giant one to make Harry, Ron, and Hermione look smaller, and a regular size one to make Hagrid look bigger. That is so cool. So I'm going to go ahead and try one of these. I'm going to try this one. You can see it's burnt around the edges. I like stuff like this, so. This is delicious. You can taste the lemon. You can taste the pumpkin pie spice. The cherries are delicious in them. You can use any kind of mixed dried fruit. These are yummy. I'm definitely giving this recipe a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching my video today, and I hope you stay tuned for my next one. Until next time. I give this recipe a thumbs up. You have to have the glaze on it. It is delicious. Look at this. It looks so good. So thank you for watching my video, and stay tuned for the next one.